Hey guys, we're Momoshai here from Aqua Hub Kenya, and today we've made a visit to Emily Dacha's farm. Right now we are here because she has expanded. The greenhouse you're seeing that we are standing in, this is in 1 acre. And so the crops that you're seeing, this capsicum, and there are around 12,000 plants inside the greenhouse. So we are going to tell you the story of how she has risen. From her previous videos you watched, she had a problem with bacterial wilt and fusarium wilt. So she has been able to rise from that, and that's why you're seeing this great progress in here. So I will let her introduce herself so that we can carry on.
My name is Emily Dacha. Welcome to our farm, Wairimu.
Thank you so much.
At Emily Dacha's farm. So as you had said, here we have a population of 12,800 and we are doing the yellow and red capsicum strictly. So last time when you were here, we had a challenge of fusarium wilt and bacterial wilt. So that is something that really took my strength and a lot of thinking, because even most of the research people are doing out here, no one is really clear on how to deal with fusarium and bacterial. So from my own small research, I decided to initiate the use of bags, of which I went to get my soil from elsewhere, because the one I had here was already contaminated. So I was forced to get soil from a different place, and here we are. You can see we are now doing it in bags, and so far I cannot say that I've seen something that look like fusarium. So I'm hopeful.
You're hopeful?
Yeah.
Yes. What makes you go back to capsicum despite you having a previous challenge with the fusarium and bacterial wilt? You still call yourself for a meeting and went back to the same crop. What still makes you select the same crop over and over again to do it in your greenhouses?
Wow. Oh, okay. I've done other crops like onion, but I've never faced a challenge like the one I saw in onions. There's a time when I did my onions, by the time I was planting, the price was really good, the market was lucrative. So by the time my onions were ready, the market really dropped. And that was a source of, I can say I was so discouraged so much. But with the capsicum, I've never gotten that challenge of price, because the lowest we can sell this crop is at 100 shilling, depending on the size of fruit we produce here. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So capsicum gives you the edge to be on competitiveness, whether on season or off season.
Yes.
Is it because it has a longer harvesting time, or what makes it the best for you?
Okay, I think the reason why the price of capsicum is always at the best is because this particular crop is not easy to get good produce when you do it outside. I mean, if you don't do it in a greenhouse. So as we know, me and you, we know, the cost of constructing a greenhouse has never been cheap.
Yeah.
So that's why you will find not many people will afford the greenhouse and do the capsicum. So that is where now we as farmers who have embraced the technology of embracing things like greenhouse and solar dryers, we can say that we have the cutting edge over other farmers.
Oh, that's great. And I'm happy that we continue serving you over and over to see you grow, and growing together with you has been such a nice journey. Can you tell us how you manage your watering schedule? Because ikifika ni kumwaga maji kwa mimea, it is also a challenge to most farmers in terms of scheduling. How do you handle that, considering that the project is massive, so you're not the one handling it, you have other people handling it? How do you handle that, balancing between the people who are managing the farm and the schedules at a farm? How does that go?
Okay, with us here, we do something called scouting. So they know, because I've given them the guidelines on what to check when they are scouting. So most of the time, when the soil is very wet, we don't water, because this particular crop, it doesn't need too much water.
Great.
And at the same time, when you let it dry, it can end up wilting. So about our watering system is something that I've trained my employees, and they know what to check and when we can add water or we don't.
Oh, that's awesome. I would also want you to make our followers or anyone who will be watching this video understand that, most of the time we do the granulated fertilizer that we measure, come and put per crop. I know you use that here, and you also use fertigation.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
At first, I used to do basal fertilizers where we were just doing broadcasting. But I noticed that fertilizer like CAN, it has a burning effect, and you cannot. I cannot confirm that my employees are perfect in that if you give them maybe instruction on how to apply the fertilizer, they do follow. So I came up with a system where I calculate the surface area, then we put our fertilizer in a tank, then we fertigate. We give it through the drip lines. So that one, we've eliminated the things like the burning effect of other fertilizers.
And that's great.
Yeah.
How is it? What are the results compared to the basal fertilizer and the fertigation that you do through the drip irrigation? Which one is more effective, and which not necessarily effective, which gives you better results?
Of course, the one that gives us better result is fertigation, because these plants will get equal amount of fertilizer at the same time in a liquid form, in a way that they can take it in an easy way compared to the granulars. Because once you decide to do the basal fertilizer, some will not be placed next to the plant, some will be away from the plant. So you'll realize the rate of absorbing that fertilizer will be different. But when you give it through drip irrigation, it takes it in a very easy way.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. There's this challenge that most farmers usually have. They always say, sina soko lakini niko na capital ya kufanya farming. How do you handle the challenge of market access? How do you bridge that gap, your market access and production, considering as of now you've expanded and you continue to expand? Is market a challenge to you, and how do you get access to it if it's not a challenge to you?
Okay, with capsicum farming, market has never been a challenge. The issue is that you just have to ensure that you grow quality fruits in the market, and you'll never have a challenge with the market. So far, I cannot say that there's a challenge that I've gotten in terms of market, because our crop is one of the best in the market, and I'm proud of it.
That's very true. We can attest to that.
Yeah.
Being affected by Fusarium wilt has made Emily very innovative in how she farms, and that's why you can see below us here we have an alley of different bags filled with soil, planted with capsicum, and the drip line passing over them. So Emily, what is the size of this bag?
Okay, this is a bag that can hold a capacity of 20 liters per plant.
20 liters of water or 20 liters of?
Okay, we are saying 20 liters because when you measure the soil, it can fill a 20 liter jerrycan.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
So the soil here is measured in terms of the 20 liter jerrycan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And what is the spacing from one bag to the other bag?
We are doing a spacing of 45 centimeter.
Okay.
Because our initial measurement, we used to do the 30, but simply because now we have introduced the bags have occupied a bigger space. Now we've gone from 30 to 45 centimeter.
Oh, that's great for clarification.
Yeah.
Looking around, you have colorful things hanged. We have yellow, we have blue, and you also have the black ropes. Why choose the black ropes compared to colored ropes?
Wow, nice question. So when I start with these stickers here, you can see for yourself that this is a sticker and it is yellow in color. We have yellow and we have blue. So this yellow is meant to attract insects like whitefly, and then the blue one is meant to attract the likes of thrips. So that's why we don't prefer the colored ropes, because at the end of the day, they're going to attract more insects in a greenhouse. So that's why we are opting for black.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So the black is like a repellent to the insects.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And we like how you've managed your farm. It's very clean. The drainage is very awesome. And we would like to know what are the next steps away from doing capsicum. We saw in the other greenhouse you're doing cabbages. Why are you doing cabbages in a greenhouse?
Okay. I'm not doing cabbage like a main plant here. We've just done the cabbage because we want to rotate the plants. Initially we had capsicum, so right now we are doing cabbage so that we can confuse a bit of, we want to confuse our insects and diseases a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but we will still go back to the capsicum.
Oh, so in short, you are doing pest management
Yeah.
and also managing the soil, because also soil health is key matter when growing your crops.
Yeah.
Will you still do that in bags, or you're going to change the system?
I think I'm going to do it in bags for the time being. Roughly, I've given myself 5 years because from the research that I did, fusarium wilt will take almost 5 years before it disappears in the soil. So for the 5 years, I'm just going to plant in bags.
You know, as farmers, it takes a lot of faith to plant a seed and wait for it to germinate. That is both faith and also great hope in, that's my money, I'm burying it down and I'm expecting to see it grow. You as a farmer, after doing all that, what keeps you going? What keeps you awake at night? What really keeps you awake?
Okay. What makes me stay awake at night is the fact that at the end of the day, at the end of the harvesting of this population you're seeing here, I'm going to get a good return out of it. So that is something that if I think about it, I get a lot of energy, morale to work harder.
Oh, so in short is the money at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
That's what keeps you awake.
That is the light.
Oh, that's awesome. I would want you to describe to us your farm in just one sentence.
Path of hope.
Path of hope. That's great.
At Emily Duchess Farm, we are so grateful for the Aqua Hub, for the good job that they've done throughout the years that we've done our planting. They've worked with us. So my advice to anyone who wants to start a farm like ours, please contact them. They are very understanding, reliable, and affordable. And apart from that, they're not just our suppliers. We have a close relationship with them, and that has made my job very easy because buying the greenhouse equipments are not cheap. You need a supplier who is ready to listen when you don't have money and who can supply you with quality items. So I will always recommend Aqua Hub for their good job. Thank you so much, Aqua Hub.
It is our pleasure to always serve you, and you're looking to grow much more with you and see you grow from this acreage to bigger acreage. We want to see here being a destination farm where people come, learn, see, and see. You know, it's only just seeing, but learning and knowing the practicality of farming. It's not just us telling them, we can build for you a greenhouse. At least you've seen the results, and you're hoping you'll be inspired by this story. If you're facing a backlash in your farm, you can be able to rise again and beat the challenges you're going through. And if you're a new farmer, we are hoping that you will come and start your journey with us. We are not just an irrigation and greenhouse company. We are your partner to growth, to innovation, and much more. So you can visit us at Aqua Hub Kenya, where you're going to learn, you're going to grow and thrive in your agribusiness. Because with us, we are not just selling. We are imparting knowledge to you as a farmer. We connect you to the right farmers who have failed fast and grown, and that helps you be able to grow in wisdom as you start your farming journeys. At Aqua Hub, we give you greenhouses, irrigation systems, and solar dryers. Karibuni sana Aqua Hub.